All right, so you bought your new CamPark ACT74 action camera, and you're ready to rock and roll. But wait, first you have to charge the battery. And here's the thing about that. So we'll show you how to do it, but it's kind of funny. I always love these. So this camera's from made in China, and here it says so right on the box, and that's fine. You know, made in China. But what's really funny about things that are made in China is they have these manuals, and they try to translate them into English, and it's not perfect. So let's install and take out the battery. Okay. A. Stir downward the battery cover and open it. Stir downward? Okay. So then you look at the battery cover on the bottom and you see that this is a cheap piece of plastic, and you stir downward. That doesn't make any sense. But I guess what they're saying is press downward, but that doesn't really work. Obviously, my fingernails aren't really good enough to do this, so I took a small screwdriver originally, kind of pried it up here, and pop, that thing goes across the room, because it's just a cheap piece of plastic. Now, don't worry about it. See, it's got these two little tabs on one on this end and one on this end, and those will break. Eventually, you're not going to have this cover. It's just going to break. It's just a fact, but that doesn't matter, because you're going to have this this waterproof cover, and the battery stays in there nice and tight. So the second step is to put the battery in, and we'll do that, but it's funny to, like, watch this. So it says 2B, when you install the battery, please mind the plus minus hole and the arrow. Then take the battery into the product and install it correctly. Well, thanks. Of course I want to install it correctly. That's the whole point. Well, first of all, here's the plus minus, what do they call it? The plus minus hole. So I guess they're talking about these slots right here. You know, here's where plus and minus are. But there's no corresponding plus or minus anywhere else. And it says something about an arrow, and there's absolutely no arrow on this battery or on this. So, but that's neither here nor there, because if you look inside this right here, there are three on this side. There are three. Let me get a flashlight real quick. There, hang on one second. All right, so inside here, see where those three metal? Yeah. So there's little three metal pins. Yeah, they correspond to these three pins here. So it's not it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that you got to line those up. So you line those up, press it in, and then you got this little tab here. Don't worry about that. That's just there so you can pull the battery out later. Okay, if this is the first time you've ever used an action cam, that's what that's all about. So no problem. And you can see this stays here really good. So you could like be riding up and down hills, you know, on your moped or whatever, motorbike, and boom, 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 boom. Skateboarding, and nothing's going to happen. Skydiving, that thing's not getting out of there. But to put the battery back in, look, I already broke the cover. So kind of pop that back in there like that, and now you're ready to rock and roll. But now your battery's in there. Now what do you do? Well, this does not come with a plug per se. It comes with a cord. It doesn't come with the AC adapter. So unless you have one laying around from an old cell phone or something like that, what you're going to do is you're going to plug this into a USB. I just happen to have my Blink security camera, which call it Wi-Fi hub here, has a, here I'll show you, it has a, here, this guy has a USB port right there. So we'll plug this into the USB port right there. You can plug it into your computer or anywhere else, and then this goes here. So there's only one way for it to go. You can see the top is longer than the bottom. So you find the corresponding way there and see where it says USB. It's the one on the right as the lens is facing up. So that's where you plug that guy in. So see, like that and like that. And there you go. Now you're charging. You can see because this red light comes on. Now when that's fully charged, that red light will turn to this, I assume, green light, and then we'll be fully charged and we'll be ready to go. So I'll show you some more stuff. So that's how you set up the initial battery charging setup. So that's how you charge your action cam. So yeah, that's it. Now if you wanted to go into further setup, you could do that. You could you're getting power now, so you could start the camera, but I'm not going to do that because I want each of these batteries to get a full charge first before I start to drain it, because with rechargeable batteries, that's the way I was taught to do it, and I think that it's worked for me over these years, so I'm going to do it that way. So anyway, that's how you charge your battery, and that's the funny instructions that are kind of mistranslated in the manual. So hope you're having fun with it. Give me a like, give me a subscription, and I'll give you more tips. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.